As part of the Somali social reform, the government has successfully mobilized Somali resources to initiate a nationwide program of rebuilding key institutions in the country. This campaign, called Halqan, aims to challenge the mindset of dependency, promote social collectiveness, self-reliance, and the confidence of the different sections of the society coming together on common purposes. On inclusive politics, our most recent achievement, the Reconciliation Conference that has demonstrated the importance of the government's initiatives towards conflict resolution. That was preceded by the political settlements that led to the integration of AWSJ into the government that the international partners were part. On politics, we must recognize that major accomplishments have been attained all across, but yet much remains to be done and agreed upon. Today, however, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to shed light on other changes that may not have necessarily been apparent or visible, but are very real and have made tremendous impact on the lives of the people and seem to have registered irreversible change in the long term. The change of mindset, a changing narrative for this nation. The magnitude of the reform agenda was not lost to our people, and the resultant change of mindset as a consequence of the reform agenda has been far-reaching, affecting entire communities both locally and in the diaspora. Let me highlight just a few. Starting off with the undeniable collaborative relationship between the President and myself. This has indeed been a huge in political culture that has allowed for continuity and a real progressive change and stability in our country. I thank my President for his leadership and wisdom. Second, our governance and reforms have been translated to hopes and aspirations coming to life wherever the people are, in remote villages. Public rallies and public political debate is becoming very important. 70% of our population made out of the youth is today more engaged in government discourse than ever before. They are awake and demand to be included. Women, persons living with disabilities, minority groups are now speaking up. And this is the testament to the opening up of the political discourse of this nation. Consequently, you will find that there is a change in the expectations from leaders and politicians as a direct result of the demand from our people, not just the traditionally engaged elites. Every day you will find regular citizens demanding better service delivery across all sectors, and this discourse is very public. In government, the expectations of every public servant has changed. They expect simple things, that they are paid regularly every month and on time. This is most critical for our men and women in uniform who are now accustomed to monthly pay since we took office. Also, as a direct result of the ongoing reform, debate on corruption is no longer a taboo, with arrests and actions taken against high-ranking government officials. Those with ill intents have found that public resources can no longer be managed without regard for accountability. And the previous culture of impunity is not tolerated anymore because the Somali people demand. The most significant indicator of our citizens' confidence is that our business community are now a key stakeholder in policy change. The business community is paying the highest taxes ever, but in return, they are demanding higher accountability. They are taking a keen interest in how government businesses run and are equally watching closely on how their investments are being utilized. Some of the unquantifiable change, in my opinion, is also this year's mutual accountability framework, where we set the bar on FGS's priorities and have had healthy debates, sometimes tough, with our international partners. This genuine and transparent dialogue is a showcase of our great working relationship between us and our partners. Our collaborative relationship has also shown that real change materializes when we work together on changing mindset, negating the old narrative, and make actual and tangible progress. This doesn't mean that all our efforts are not without challenges, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, our fragility means that our changes can be reversible, and there are those who would prefer that we remain fragile. Nonetheless, we have to continue firmly on our reform path while at the same time finding ways to bring in all stakeholders to the table. We have to find a way of bridging the divide while ensuring that we do not refer to the old ways of doing business and politics, but migrate to the culture of enhanced public participation. We are therefore required as Somali leaders, both from the federal government and those of the federal member states, to take advantage of this newfound voice of our people and engage them publicly and directly. As we chart new paths, our commitment to our federal structures remain resolute as we shift the real debate to how can we all work together to build the Somalia of the future. Therefore, in the coming times, we'll work on narrowed priorities, including holding open and fair elections and ensuring a peaceful transition, completion of the constitutional review process, and deepening of an institutionalizing of federalism. All this while not losing sight of the gains made so far and the investment of our international partners. Political inclusivity, dialogue, and enhanced, while not losing sight of these progresses that we've made together. Ladies and gentlemen, Excellencies, Somalia is making tremendous strides. We are ready to move forward together in this limited time we have, together with our federal member states, both houses of parliament and the political elite. We will endeavor to chart forward to ensure that progress achieved is not set back. It is therefore my hope we will keep the strategic partnership we have established and start new ones to make further progress and overcome challenges ahead for the benefit of the Somali people. I look forward to having these discussions with you today and look forward to working with you. Thank you.